stop and start this. Perfect. I will just get you to say your first and your last name and how I spell both of those.
Jess Willis and JESSWILLIS.
Amazing. Tell us about, the journey of finding out and how it came about.
Well, I was 34 weeks pregnant and the pregnancy changed a little bit. We went to King Eddie Hospital and they did like a bedside scan, and Molly's bowels were dilated, and they told us that they were 85% certain that she had cystic fibrosis. I hadn't heard of cystic fibrosis much, I didn't know many details, so it came as a huge shock. When Molly was born, she was taken away straight away to have surgery at PCH. And it's been a bit of a long journey, but cystic fibrosis has been supporting us by our side.
So it was a bit of a shock. Can you walk me through that, finding out that diagnosis?
We were told that it was pretty much certain that it was cystic fibrosis, and I had an amniocentesis to confirm it. Neither Molly's dad or I have a family history of cystic fibrosis, so it came as a complete shock. I Googled, and which was a huge mistake, but yeah, it was devastating.
And obviously that changed, what life would look like, and how did that change? What was those first months like?
The first months were, we were in ICU after Molly's surgery. It was scary to be a first-time mum, but also have the medical components attached to it as well. As Molly grew up, we grew, our knowledge grew, and our friendships within the CF community grew as well, so we felt very supported. It's been challenging because Molly has spent a lot of time in hospital. She has been quite unwell throughout the last few years. She's had a lot of big lines, and her veins are now damaged, so she will be getting a port put in for her next admission, which is a new challenge for us, something new for us to learn. Our daily routine is Molly takes sort of around 40 tablets a day, and that's all sort of pre-planned and organised. It's based on sort of her food content, how much fat's in her food, how well she is at the time. She does physio twice a day, nebulizers, hospital appointments. It's a lot.
How do you keep up with that? That's your whole life, right?
It is our whole life. There's never a day off. It doesn't matter if it's Christmas, birthday, Mother's Day. If I'm unwell, it still has to be done. So I think we're lucky. We're a lucky family. We've got great support around us, great family, great friends, and I've got a great employer who's very flexible and understanding. And we just work as a team.
We saw, the video of Molly taking lots of tablets. You mentioned she takes a lot. What's that like? And obviously such a young age to try and, I can barely remember to take my fish oil, let alone 40 tablets. What's that like?
It's a lot of planning, a lot of organisation. So we have to be very organised, very aware. You're constantly watching what she's eating to know how many tablets she needs. Everything she consumes requires a certain number of tablets. Molly does very well as she's gotten older. She's managing it a little bit herself, and school help manage it while she's at school. So it's a lot. It's a lot.
What's it like to watch, your child go through this? Does it feel unfair at some points?
It does feel unfair. It's challenging to see your child in hospital experiencing things that just no child or no parent should have to experience. She's had hospital admissions that have just been devastating, and it's very hard to watch your child go through these challenges.
Talk me through, I know there was a medication that she was on for a while, and now she's just switched to a new one this week. Talk me through that one and how it affected, was it great? Tell me about it.
So she started Trikafta in September 2024, so just around 18 months ago. We had really high hopes and expected it to be sort of close to a cure. Unfortunately for Molly, it wasn't as successful as we thought it was, or hoping it was going to be. But this week she started a new medication, Aliphatrack, so we've got everything crossed that this will be the medication and it will work and give Molly a more normal life.
Talk me through what is the promise of this medication, what's the benefits, and do you take it less?
So the benefits of this particular medication is she only has to take it once a day in the evenings. It will hopefully reduce how many hospital admissions she needs, and it will keep her healthier, keep the frogs away.
And you say once a day, you know, how do you think this will change your life now? Is this going to be life-changing?
This will be life-changing for Molly. It is a medication that we have wished for, hoped for, waited for it to become available on the PBS, and now that it's finally here and available, we're so excited to see how much it changes Molly's life for the best.
Amazing. And in terms of the people that don't know, why, just from my knowledge, like you say, you have to monitor what she's eating, so to know how many tablets she takes. What does it do? Like what?
So Molly's pancreas doesn't work, so her body doesn't produce enzymes to break down food and take the nutrients from food. So we give her Creon, a tablet based on fat content of the food to help her gain weight and take the nutrients from food. So every time Molly has any food or drink that's got fat in it, she requires medication, and it's a calculation. We have to sort of calculate how much fat that would have in it, how many tablets she's required to take. So you never get a day off, you never get a break from it, you're constantly watching.
And how do you, like, what are you watching for?
Seeing how much she eats, seeing how often she eats, how long it takes her to eat, constantly looking at different environments she's in to see if it's danger for her lungs, if there's potential sort of bacteria and risk. This time of year is a little bit scary for us with so many cold and flus around. Molly is more susceptible to getting sick than other people, and when she does get sick, often it has resulted in us having a hospital admission.
Do you know how many over her life you've been in hospital?
I think she's had around 20 hospital admissions for lungs and tummy. I think she's probably had around 15 PICC lines, and we've gotten quite good at it now that we're able to do a lot of the admissions at home, so hospital in the home, and she's also able to go to school now with the PICC line in, and physio and hospital go out to the school.
Lots of people don't know about CF. What's your hopes from, you know, the 65 Roses Day and, you know, about spreading awareness?
Well, I'm hoping that 65 Roses Day brings awareness and education to people. I hope it raises lots of money to provide support and funding for research to give Molly and kids like Molly a better life and better quality of life.
Thank you so much. Is there anything on your wish list? Like, I know that we've got this new amazing drug which you've started this week. Is there anything else that you hope in the future? Is there anything you want to say, Molly? That I asked your mum that you think that you have a really good answer that you want to tell me too? What's your answer? Yeah. Or just about what I asked your mum?
You know, lots of people have life cystic fibrosis, and you don't have to go to the hospital as much, so you can get
Amazing.
We also hope that with the Aliphatrack medication, it's not available for all people with CF, it's only certain gene types. So we're hoping with funding and research that it becomes available for everybody with CF to give a better quality of life.
So you guys were applicable?
We were.
And how did that make you feel?
Relieved, hopeful, excited.
Oh, so it's only available to a specific gene?
It's not available.
What gene? What do you have?
It's Delta 508 and maybe a few other genes in there as well, but there's still are people out there that can't access it, and it's sad.
And is that because they can't afford to give it to everyone, or is it
Yeah, I
because like it doesn't work with particular genes?
No, they don't. It's a new drug, so they don't know how it affects all genes, or if it is sort of compatible with all genes. It's very expensive. I think it's around $250,000 a year per person. So we are very lucky that it's on PBS. But it would be amazing to see it accessible for everyone.
Is CF an expensive journey? Just for
Very expensive. Your whole life is modified. Your career is modified. I'm lucky. I'd say I'm one of the lucky ones that I'm able to work full time with flexibility to work from the hospital or work from home or work from on school when she's not well. Not everybody has that luxury, and financially, career, everything's impacted. Relationships. Molly's very dependent upon me, and that impacts her other relationships.
But you must have a beautiful relationship with your mum. Yeah? And you love your mum? Amazing. Just one other thing. I was wondering, when she goes to school and she has to, monitor what she eats, who does that?
I pack Molly's lunchbox and I calculate how much fat would be in her lunchbox. Molly knows that she has to eat everything that's in there, and her school will give her the medication, and Molly and a little friend from her class will go up to the office 3 times a day to take medication.
Do you? Pretty cool. I'm sure there's some pretty cool photos. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Stay there. Are you doing